What if the real reason your energy, confidence, and performance feel different after 40 has less to do with age and more to do with what's on your plate every single day? Quietly shaping your body from the inside out in ways you may have never fully considered before. Because the truth is, your body is always responding, always adapting, and always reflecting the choices you make, especially when it comes to food. And while many people accept decline as inevitable, there is a growing understanding, often emphasized by experts like Dr. Rena Malik, that the connection between nutrition, blood flow, and hormonal balance is far more powerful than most realize. And when you begin to see food not just as fuel, but as information, something that tells your body how to function, how to repair, and how to perform, everything starts to change. Because after 40, your metabolism may slow, your testosterone levels may gradually shift, and your circulation may not be as efficient as it once was. But none of these changes happen in isolation. They are deeply influenced by your daily habits, especially what you consistently eat. And this is where many people unknowingly sabotage themselves, choosing convenience over nourishment, short-term satisfaction over long-term vitality, not realizing that highly processed foods, excessive sugar, and unhealthy fats can silently damage blood vessels, reduce nitric oxide production, and disrupt the very systems responsible for performance and stamina. While on the other hand, whole foods rich in antioxidants, healthy fats, and essential nutrients can begin to restore what feels lost, improving circulation, supporting hormone production, and enhancing overall well-being in a way that feels almost surprising, and perhaps even a little unbelievable at first, because it challenges the narrative that aging equals decline, and replaces it with something far more empowering. The idea that with awareness, consistency, and the right nutritional choices, your body can still respond, still improve, and still perform better than you expect, if you're willing to understand what it truly needs and commit to giving it that support every single day without exception. At first, the changes may feel subtle, almost unnoticeable, like a quiet shift beneath the surface. But this is exactly where the suspense begins, because what you don't see immediately is often what matters most, as your body slowly starts to rebuild pathways that were once neglected, improving blood flow at the microscopic level, enhancing nitric oxide production, and restoring balance in ways that are easy to overlook if you're only searching for instant results. And this is where many people give up too early, mistaking gradual progress for no progress at all, not realizing that inside, something powerful is taking place, something that, if sustained, can lead to a level of vitality they thought was no longer possible. Because foods like leafy greens, beets, nuts, seeds, fatty fish, and fruits, rich in antioxidants, are not just healthy in a general sense, they are directly involved in improving circulation, protecting blood vessels, and supporting the delicate hormonal systems that influence performance. And when these foods become a consistent part of your routine, they begin to work together, almost like a coordinated system, quietly strengthening your body's natural abilities. Yet the real turning point comes when you start to question your old habits, when you realize that late-night processed meals, excessive alcohol, and constant sugar spikes are not harmless indulgences, but active barriers standing between you and the energy you seek. And this realization can feel uncomfortable, even unsettling, because it forces you to confront the gap between what you want and what you practice daily. And yet, as often explained in the educational insights of Dr. Rena Malik, awareness is the first step toward transformation, because once you see the connection clearly, you cannot unsee it, and that awareness creates attention, a choice you must face every single day. Continue the patterns that slowly drain your vitality, or step into a new way of living that requires discipline, patience, and consistency. And it is within this choice, this quiet internal struggle, that your future performance, confidence, and overall well-being are truly decided. And this is where everything begins to come together. Not in a dramatic overnight transformation, but in a steady, undeniable shift that builds momentum with every intentional choice you make. Because once you align your diet with your body's real needs, you are no longer fighting against yourself. You are working with your biology, supporting it, strengthening it, and allowing it to function the way it was always designed to. And over time, this alignment creates a new normal, one where energy feels more stable, confidence feels more natural, and performance becomes less about pressure and more about presence. Because when your blood flow improves, when your hormones are better supported, and when your body feels nourished instead of depleted, everything changes in a way that is both physical and deeply psychological. And what once felt uncertain begins to feel reliable again, which is something many people after 40 quietly long for, but rarely talk about openly. And this is why a simple, realistic diet plan matters so much. Not something extreme or unsustainable, but something you can follow consistently. Focusing on whole foods, balanced meals, hydration, and mindful habits that compound over time. Because consistency is where the real transformation lives, not in perfection, but in repetition, in showing up for your health every single day. Even when motivation fades, and trusting that these small actions are building something meaningful beneath the surface, something that will reveal itself, not just in performance, but in how you feel about yourself, your body, and your future. And as the ideas inspired by Dr. Rena Malik often remind us, true wellness is not about quick fixes. It is about understanding, patience, and respect for the body's natural processes. And when you embrace this mindset, you begin to see that improving your performance after 40 is not only possible, it is completely within your control, guided by the choices you make every single day. One meal, one habit, and one decision at a time, shaping a version of yourself that feels stronger, more confident, and more alive than you ever expected. And if you are benefiting from our topics, please subscribe, like, and turn on the bell notification so you can see our new videos early.